What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Football Minutes Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media. My name is Nee, and Steven is here with me, where we discuss everything regarding Chelsea football transfer news, and also every rumor regarding the English Premier League and so forth. Like I always say, wake up with Blueclouds Media as we dive headfirst into the Chelsea transfer firestorm. Lautaro Martinez on the radar, 52 million. Todibo bid. Conor Gallagher future revealed. Ziyech out as he's having problem with Galatasaray. And Victor Osimhen wants a Chelsea move. Chiesa battle with Arsenal and Manchester United. It's going to be a wild morning for all Blues and Chelsea fans this morning. So you don't want to miss this episode as we get into the early stages of Chelsea transfer rumor and links to other players and clubs, other players or football clubs around the globe. So guys, stay tuned. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back in a second. Welcome back again, beautiful people. I'll never stop wishing you never stop wishing you guys a happy new year. Welcome back to the channel again. I'm wishing you guys a happy new year because some haven't tuned in. Not everyone has gotten my wishes, so I'll keep doing it for almost about a week more or two more weeks before I stop saying it anytime I go live. So yes, Steven is here with me one more time. Not even one more time. Always, like I said, always he's here with me. We're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of the top topics that is regarding Chelsea Football Club and other news that we can also talk about the transfer. Wayne Rooney has been shown the exit. He's been fired. It's everyone should expect that coming. Look at where the club was, and look at where Wayne Rooney has taken the team to right now. So he's been fired, but there are other reports that you guys need to know. You guys have to stick. You have to stick to this platform because we get lots of information that you probably wouldn't get those information. So you got to stick to us, and we'll get it going. Steven, welcome again, Steven G.
Yeah, back again as always. How are you doing?
I'm blessed, man. Another year has come, and I'm witnessing what 2024 is all about. Not everyone that started a year last year is with us this year. So I'm blessed. I'm very happy to be here to see. And I always say when I wake up in the morning and I see the daylight and I hear those birds singing each and every day, I always give thanks and glory to my maker. So it's always nice to see you too. So you had the topic, Steven. Let's get it going.
Let's do it.
All right, so where do we start from? We're gonna start from Chelsea have reportedly made contact with Jean-Claude Todibo and will have to spend close to about 50 million if they want to sign him in January. Before Steven gets in, big up to you, Lord Vipper Nation. He said hi to you too. I hope you're doing very very well. Steven, um, another Chelsea are looking into a centre back, maybe a Thiago Silva replacement. But I don't know. Before we get into the Todibo Jean Claude Todibo
Mhm.
saga, would you fancy another year for Thiago Silva at Chelsea?
Um, I'm sort of 50-50 on it because the way I look at it, he can't be starting every game. He'll have to be someone who's there. I wanted it the last 2 seasons this way. I wanted him to only play essentially the cup games and like the big games like your Man Cities, your United, your Liverpools. They're the sort of games I wanted him to play. Obviously, injuries haven't helped that. It means that he's had to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it. And I think one of his sons or both of his sons have another year at Chelsea as well. So it'd be interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, absolutely. With Thiago Silva, to me, this is where I stand. I think another more year with Thiago Silva. He doesn't look like he's really done. And the reason why I'm saying it is where if you remember the conversation between Levi Kouo and the lady, the one that you put up in the group chat, you could tell that being a centre back, you get more
Oh,
relied.
Olivia, I think she works for Sky.
Okay,
I
yeah,
think.
with Olivia, you could tell that in a centre back role, you're more comfortable. You don't have to put in
Mhm.
too much effort, but then you control the game and you see more. So I feel like I haven't really seen so much mistakes coming from Thiago Silva at his age, 40 years
Mhm.
old. He still got more in his legs that he can offer the young lads and also him to the football club as well. So 1 year wouldn't be bad for Thiago Silva, and that's where
I
I stand
think
on
on
it.
the Levi thing, I think what Levi said was essentially at centre back you can play like line breaking passes, but when
Mm.
you're playing at left back you can't really because you've got like the winger in front of you, and your options are mainly centre back or your centre mid, if I remember rightly from quotes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what he said, and he felt like he's gonna develop, be more versatile into that role, and even for Chelsea. So, I mean, he said Mauricio Pochettino knows what he's doing, and I really, I think I agree with what Levi Kowal is trying to say in that conversation. But that's for another topic. We discussing the John Claude Todibi. I'm sure that's the name Todibi, right?
Todibo, yeah.
I haven't seen much of him, but I watched a little clip last night before going to bed, so I can have an
Mhm.
idea of what to expect from this guy. His tackles are always on point. He can control the ball, also drive, just like Thiago Silva does for Chelsea. Do you think he's a guy to replace Thiago Silva fully, and we can get the best out of him in the Premier League, Steven?
Um, I'm not opposed to us signing a centre back when you look at Chalobah going and Silver's potentially going in the summer as well. But even though I've not seen much of him, I don't think he's that guy, especially when you look at the fact that we've got Gilchrist in the academy and his cameos, okay, they've only been about 5 minutes and, well, about 5 minutes in each game, really. But you look at the fact that we've got him and we've got Humphreys, who's been impressing out on loan as well. Like, there's no need for us to keep buying players. There's these players that are rated highly from Cobham that we can use. There's no need to keep buying players and then as a result, having to keep selling the Cobham players that might be very good quality because then you sell them because they're a straight profit for FFP. There's no need to keep doing that. Give them a chance. Give the academy a chance. Don't always buy when you've got the academy there. Utilize the academy, especially when you see how Gilchrist has gone about it, where he's come in and the way he defended that in the last minute the other day against what's it called? Who were we playing? My brain's gone. Luton the other
Look,
day.
yeah.
where he stood up, he kept his feet moving. He didn't stop. Literally kept his feet moving, staying with the attacker the whole time. Didn't allow the attacker to get advantage. Forced them to the byline, put the tackle in. Absolutely nailed it. He's our under-21 captain. He's come on, and we're relying on him for leadership. Like, let's just think about this for a second, right?
Steven,
He's an under-21 captain, and we're relying on him for leadership.
Yeah, you're talking about guilt, Chris, right?
But this is what I'm saying. Like, we got so many young players that are highly rated in Cobham, yeah, especially in defense. Like, you look at some of the defenders that have come out of Cobham, right? Tamori, Gurhi, Livramento, Hall, like all these players. Right? Okay, Hall's not naturally a left back, but that's where he's played for us and been playing for Newcastle. We don't need to keep buying defenders when the academy's there, and especially our defenders. Defenders is the position we like produce the highest quality from Cobham. So why keep buying when the academy's there and utilize it? That's my stance. I was wondering what yours is on it because I'm sure you've got an opinion on it. Like you said, you've seen a bit of Todibo based on clips. I don't think either of us have really been able to watch many of the games because they're not really available like that. So I was curious.
Absolutely, I do have an opinion on Todibo's position and where he stands. Big up to 1207. He says, "Hi, bro. We got too many midfielders. Too many. Big up to you and big up to Steven. Yes. Thank you very much at 1207. 1207. Share the link to any other Facebook platform that you found yourself in, so we can have more of your followers also in that part of your region, knowing this platform and joining us, because we're trying to build more community. So if you're watching us and you can share the video for us on any platform, any social media platform that has Chelsea community in there, that would be lovely, and I really appreciate it. Once again, I wish you a happy new year. But Stephen, yes, you've discussed the Todibo situation, and from what I've seen my problem is I've watched Humphreys played in the championship. At least I think I've watched 2 games. I was able to watch the whole entire game. I think over the weekend, which they lost. I think they drew either 2-2. Yeah, they finally had the equalizer 2-2. He played very, very well. But I don't think he's ready for the highest stage. I know definitely he's going to make mistake when he goes to the highest stage, but I feel like that will demoralize his confidence when he goes to Chelsea and making mistakes and he gets dropped and seeing himself on the bench. That could cause certain problem. But this guy, we are looking for a little bit of an experience to balance with the inexperience that we have, the young players and then mature players. And from what I saw from him, he will be a very, very good fit for Thiago Silva if Thiago Silva have to leave next season, from what I saw. But we still have Badishir, we still have Disasi in there, Chaloba, who is heavily linked. Reports also outsourced. You and I
Chaloba's very likely to go.
Yeah, he likely. I think is right now he's been linked to the French league now. He's been linked to the French league. Last season it was more of the summer. It was more of Bayern Munich, Germany. But now it looks like the French league are also coming in for Chaloba. But Steven, you and I sources, we know where our sources are coming from. Very, very reliable sources, and we know where it's coming from. At this moment, the sources are saying that Chelsea hasn't made any reliable approach to the Todibo's link. You know what I'm talking about, Steven.
To his camp, yeah.
They haven't Chelsea haven't really made any strong move for it's just rumors at this moment. So
I don't think we will make a move because the whole thing is that the price is that because they don't want to sell him in January. That's why the price is so high. From everything I've read, that's the whole reason behind it being 52 million. So, in my opinion, I honestly believe we're not making a move for him in January. That is my opinion based on the fact that It's 52 million. We know we need a striker with essentially that needs to get sorted ASAP, whether that be to come in immediately or to come in the summer. And Ornstein said it again. He said within the next few weeks, probably see a deal done, whether it be for now or for the summer. And every time he says it could be a potential deal for the summer, I think our minds all go to one singular player when he says that, when he's talking about striker.
Okay.
I think we're in agreement that when we hear that, we're all thinking Victor Osimhen.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I see it, I'm like, okay. And I've seen multiple people saying that people within the industry in terms of sport, I've seen multiple people saying the more they hear, the more they think Osimhen is coming.
But there's a different twist over there. We will talk about it when we get to the Osimhen deal.
By the way,
there's a
just
twist
on
there.
that Osimhen thing, quick.
Yeah.
Get Agent Obi on it.
And Mikel Obi?
Yeah, get him on it.
It depends, Steven. It depends on what Mikel Obi can do. If it's Osimhen's agent, you know what I'm talking about. If Osimhen's agent, if Osimhen agent is one of those Mino Raiolas and then the ex agent for Cristiano Ronaldo, then you should expect a twist. It's not going to be that easy. I know Victor Osimhen wants to be at Chelsea. No doubt about that. He wants to be at Chelsea, but it's all about money. Agent fee, what agent is looking for. The agent wants to get the best deal for their players and all that. If that things that is not taken care of, we're not gonna see. Victor Osimhen at Chelsea. But we'll come to that. We'll come to that Victor Osimhen's situation. No, so we're gonna talk about Lautaro Martinez, Steven. Chelsea have reportedly interestedly keen on a potential transfer in Inter Milan's forward Lautaro Martinez, according to journalist Simon Philip, which is another strong place to get news from. He's also reliable, and we also have our sources coming from there. But Steven, Lautaro Martinez twist here, it's all about Mauricio Pochettino. He's interested in Lautaro Martinez. He likes him. He likes the way he plays. He wants to bring him to Stamford Bridge. But the owners want Victor Osimhen. That's a big twist over there.
I think he wants him as well. I think Martinez is just there because he probably has some sort of relationship there, being Argentinian and stuff. So I think he won't be opposed to it. But I think from what I saw, even Poch, like his number one would be Osimhen from what I saw.
From Osimhen. All right. So so that's another news that it's around and circulating around the social media platform. We've talked about Osimhen. We haven't talked about Osimhen, but we did mention him. We talked about Lautaro Martinez. We've talked about Jean-Claude Todibo. Now, another interesting news here is Chelsea and Conor Gallagher. Chelsea and Conor Gallagher are talking over a new contract. The conversation is still here. Mauricio Pochettino is very, very interested in keeping Conor Gallagher. He sees him as one of Chelsea's stronghold, and he has the DNA of Chelsea Football Club, and Chelsea needs identity. He wants to keep Conor Gallagher at Chelsea Football Club, and so many rumors that he's on the way out from the football club, and he's heavily linked with Tottenham Hotspur. I don't see that happening. What's your thoughts on that, Conor Gallagher, Steven?
Yeah, I mean, arguably up there with Cole Palmer as player of the season. They're the two that is between for me. I'd say Palmer edges it, but Gallagher's definitely up there in contention. I'd like to see him extend because at the end of the day, come the summer, could be 12 months left on his deal, and then we're forced into selling. So I'd like us to extend, and then if something happens, we could then sell him anyway.
I mean, reports are also saying that Chelsea are trying to sell homegrown talent Gallagher for FFP reasons.
Okay, well,
All right. So, whilst we're looking at the Gallagher situation, the Gallagher issues, I wouldn't expect. I've seen these images on social media, but I never think that Chelsea would fancy that move. Gallagher to Tottenham Hotspurs. Why are you trying to strengthen a rival football club? It's never going to happen. Big up to I123. Love you forever. Said hello, Nizayan and Steven. I hope everyone is well today. I'm joining you from work. Thank you very much for joining us from work. Big up to me and everyone. Happy New Year. Big up to my brother Makeen. I hope you're doing well, brother. What's your thoughts on um the move for Lautaro Martinez? According to reports, Mauricio Pochettino is interested in Martinez, and also the owners Ekbali and Todibo are interested in bringing in Victor Osimhen. But Mauricio Pochettino will also will take Victor Osimhen, and they'll be looking at 100 million for the for the player release clause and everything. You have to pay all that from Napoli to get that player. It won't come that easy. Steven, you good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone just came in to
Yeah,
say something. That was all.
it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, we're still discussing Gallagher, and I was saying that this guy has the
Mhm.
DNA, and Chelsea need to have the identity. None of these players, besides maybe Thiago Silva, all these players are new, and they don't have the identity of DNA of Chelsea Football Club. If Gilchrist is also coming in, he's showing that identity. Gallagher is one of us, and the report saying he's leaving, but I think that it will when Chelsea extend his contract for him to stay. What is keeping the contract extension longer, Stephen? Why is the contract
Um,
too long?
I think naturally these things happen. We've all heard Gallagher publicly say that he would love to stay at Chelsea. So I don't think we had that with certain other players that left. So I don't think there'll be any issues on that front. I think it's just sorting out certain bits. Obviously, when you sort out the contract, you've got to talk about the length, you've got to talk about the wages and stuff like that. So it's probably certain things like that which probably won't take too long to get ironed out. If they really want to get it done, it can get done. There's no reason why it can't.
I agree with you. Gallagher, another player, and I think Chelsea will regret. And I don't want to be part of that community when we sell Gallagher in the next 2 seasons. He becomes like a Mo Salah, or he becomes like a Kevin De Bruyne, or some other
Mhm.
top players that Chelsea have sold. I will really, hide myself to be a Chelsea supporter if that should happen at that moment in time. I'll deny Chelsea if somebody asks me, "Are you a Chelsea fan?" I would deny Chelsea, but I hope
Funny
that
you mention that though, because I've seen a lot of people. This is how highly people have been rating Palmer, right?
yeah.
And his performances this season. I've seen a lot of people saying stuff to the effect of it's very rare that Guardiola gets something wrong, but this could be one very big mistake that he's made.
Yeah.
And I think Carragher done his team of the season so far, I think it was, and he said, how could like he not put Palmer in? Like it's the only player he's got to put in from Chelsea essentially, but how could he not put him in when he's been one of the best players in the league so far this season? Because he probably knew people would say, "Oh, but Chelsea are 10th." Like, okay, cool, but he has been one of the best players in the league. That is a fact.
I think I listened to pretty much the same thing you're also talking about
Mhm.
earlier in the media, big top media's out there, and they're discussing is Pep Guardiola really regretting he made Palmer go? And someone said, I don't think Pep Guardiola is really regretting that. He before he was gonna let a player go, he knows what his leg is on. It's just like the what the people say out there. If a blind man is gonna throw a stone at you, then he's already got his leg on the stone. I think this is not the same situation here. I think that Pep Guardiola wasn't expecting Palmer to be that good. If he knows there's something good in Palmer, and I don't think Palmer is that kind of a player that is so stubborn in the dressing room, or maybe has
Mhm.
off the field issues. He's a very, very good lad from what we are seeing now. Very humble player. And I think
Yeah.
that the way Palmer is performing now, he's really regretting it. People say they always use the Phil Foden thing as a yardstick measure or an example to measure
Mhm.
Cole Palmer's situation now that he kept Foden many times. He never let Foden go on loan. He never moved him away from there until he's giving him time. But can we all? How many people can tell me what is really cool? Foden's position. What is Phil Foden's position at Manchester United? Manchester City. You can't really tell. So even when he goes to the national team, what's the main position that you can find Foden playing? You don't really tell. You can't tell. He's everywhere. He
Mhm.
hasn't really nailed every position up. Like say, okay, Foden is an attacking midfielder. Foden is a defensive midfielder. What does he really do? Even when certain players are fit, Foden doesn't get on the game time.
Yeah, I'm just checking something quick. So this season in the Prem, Foden's played 19 of the 20 games, and he started 17. So he started all but 2 games, pretty much.
I mean, you could say that because of the injury of what's his name, Kevin De
Kevin De
Bruyne.
Bruyne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were missing Bernardo for a bit as well.
All right,
But
thank you
yeah,
very
I was
much.
just quickly checking that because I was interested to see um what the difference in game time is between him and Palmer this season. Palmer's played 400 less minutes pretty much in the Premier League.
All right, thank you very much, Stephen, for that statistics. Scala United, big up to you. Scala said that Gallagher is a passing merchant. He is basically Scott McTominay with a headband. I don't think so. Gallagher's
Mm-mm.
attribute is more better than Scott McTominay.
Gallagher has leveled up from
McTominay.
last season. I don't think that's a doubt. Last season, I wouldn't have been mad if we got rid of him. Like, I'm being honest, I wouldn't have been mad. But then he started the season. He was one of the reasons that we were able to win the ball so high up the pitch. If he's just a passing merchant, yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw something that he's won possession in opposition half the most in the league this season, right?
Yeah.
And stuff like that, like interception wise and all that. So how's he just a passing merchant if he's fighting winning the ball back more than anyone else in certain areas of the pitch? He's not just a passing merchant, a
I
passion
think
merchant rather.
I think he does. He does more. It's just that he doesn't get as many goals as Scott McTominay. But then Gallagher has more future. His ability, he can develop and be much better. Winning balls up on the field is more of what Gallagher brings to you than Scott McTominay. You get what I'm saying? So Gallagher
Mhm.
has a lot to offer than Scott McTominay. I don't know, but
Gallagher
um
has just quickly. This is from 4 days ago. Yeah,
yeah.
Gallagher has won possession in the attacking third 5 more times than any other player. So he's winning the possession in the other half. It's not like he's just passion. There's other ones as well from a little while ago that relate to assists and stuff like that. But yeah,
All
he
right.
isn't just like passion. He is actually improving compared to what he was last season.
Absolutely. Last season, to be honest with you, Stephen, I agree with you. He wasn't that good last season, but this
Hmm.
season he has added. There has been a lot of
I feel
improvement
like
in
he's gone up a
Gallagher's
level or
game.
two.
Let's see what Scala have to say. Scala, a big Manchester United fan is joining us here. We want to hear his opinion. He think Gallagher is just a passing merchant. Scala, welcome back again, and happy New Year, my brother.
Yeah, yeah, happy New Year to everyone. I mean, look, when I say passion merchant, every time I watch Gallagher, he just reminds me of a shorter and a quicker version of McTominay. I mean, yeah, he's got some skills, like he can do his thing, he can win the ball. But I asked the same question which I asked to my team. Like, I mean, ironically, he was wearing the armband. Same goes for Scott McTominay. He was wearing the armband. He was sitting next to Ten Hag in the press conference. My simple question is, if Scott McTominay or Conor Gallagher is in your midfield, then what is your question? Like, are you okay being mid-table? I mean, do you want to improve? I mean, that's my question to both United and Chelsea. Because if Harry Maguire is starting, I can guarantee you that our ceiling is maximum top four. That too, if we scrape and scrabble, that's that's not what I want, in my opinion. Same, I have the same question for Scott McTominay. When I look at Cole Palmer, I mean that's a player which, like, a top team. Forget except for Man City, who they let them go. If you ask any other top teams, that's a player like every team will have. I mean, for me, that's the level. If you have to become a top team, you have to have those kinds of players. What, like elite level of skills on the ball, even if they don't have off the ball skills. I mean, that's my estimation. I think Conor Gallagher, I think he can do a job from the bench. I don't think he should be starting. I think you need some better players around to win your midfield. That's my opinion. I told you that day also that whenever Chelsea have done well, they always had that one guy in that midfield, whether it's Makelele, Conte, Ramirez, John Obi Mikel, all these guys, uh,
But
who
that's
are like the
Salah.
blue.
That's in the past. We're looking at now what we have now in our possession. How can we get the best out of these players? The Gallagher gives Chelsea the balance that the team needs, or does Enzo
Yeah,
Fernandez
that's my
give us the
point.
balance and all that? Let's look at the balance and now what we have, because we don't have the Mikel Obi's anymore. We don't have the lights of what's his name again? Kante and Michael Essien and then the Make Balaks anymore. We have Gallagher.
Yeah,
Does
that's
it give us the
exactly my point.
balance?
I mean, yeah, that's my point. Even if you are trying to get the best out of Conor Gallagher, I don't think his best will get you anything above top four. That's my whole thing. I don't think he's talented enough to be winning Premier League with Chelsea or to for any other top four club. I mean, I guess Tottenham want him. That just shows even more that that's his level. I mean, that's why I said if Scott McTominay is put into the transfer window, the only club which are coming are like West Ham. We West Ham offered us 30 million and didn't take it. So yeah, I guess he's a bit better than Scott McTominay. That's why Tottenham I'm coming for him. But yeah, I don't rate him now. I don't think he's your answer. I think you can
Okay.
get some better players. That's my opinion.
Okay. I mean, your opinion is accepted. That's your opinion, and it's true. That's how you see Gallagher. But to be honest with
Aren't
you,
you trying to
oh,
sell
you
him
mean
as well? I think you are trying to sell him as well because you are going to make 100% profit on him because he's from the academy. You're looking to sell him for 40 million. I
yeah.
mean, if he's so good, why is he transfer listed? I don't get that point as well.
Because he's got 18 months left. That's the issue. He's got 18 months left, so it's one of those
Uh-huh.
of essentially if we offer a deal and he don't accept it, then he'll be gone. But from what I've read and everything, every meeting they have, Poch is emphasizing how much of an importance he sees Gallagher as being. Look, long term, he doesn't have to be a starter for us,
Mhm.
but
Yeah,
he's
I
someone that
agree.
will be good to
I
have
think he's a very
around
good
that
bench
can come
player.
on and help
Yeah,
us
I don't
out
think
if
he's
we need it.
Yeah, he's a very good bench player. I think you just need someone better, my opinion.
Mhm.
Because if you are looking to, I mean, you should not be comparing to clubs like United, in my opinion, because we are not going to be winning the league anytime soon. But you just got a big takeover in form of Todd Bowley. So my expectation is that you guys are going to be the third or fourth team challenging Man City and Liverpool.
Okay.
So that's my what I'm trying to come from.
All right. Much understandable. Thank you very much.
Need just
Scala
quick before
United.
you go to
Ep-
Weeks' thing.
okay.
Ben Jacobs has just said that we're open to permanently selling him, Martin rather,
Yeah,
provided that
Martin.
we
Yeah,
get a package of 31.5 million.
to
Given that we
Dortmund.
accepted that in the summer for him from Burnley. He didn't want to move, having impressed in pre-season. Dortmund are keen, but have asked for an initial loan, and essentially outgoings are how we go finance our striker or centre back, essentially. But we accepted 31.5 million for Martin from Burnley in the summer, so we want something around about that if we go sell him now.
Okay.
But Dortmund one, I think I saw was a loan with an obligation of 26 million. And
That's
I think that
Martin.
one's actually close to happening. Yeah, Martin, yeah.
All right. So it looks like Matson will be leaving the football club. one point in time. And Wixox, thank you very much, Wixox. Guys, if you're joining us here, do not forget to subscribe. If you're first time joining us on the channel, do not forget to subscribe. If you're watching us on X, also do not forget to follow us. And if watching us live on Blueclouds Media on Facebook, please do us a favor, like the video and also subscribe to our channels and share the video too. Share the video. Wick Salsa 92 said that Gallagher creates an imbalance because he runs everywhere and leaves everyone else exposed. Just because he plays well doesn't mean he's good for Chelsea Football Club. And Wick Sharks again said that Gallagher doesn't suit the team's needs, unfortunately. Thank you very much for your opinion, and that's how you see Conor Gallagher. I really accept it. Accept it. I cannot. That's how you see Conor Gallagher. It's the way you see the game. Everyone sees the game differently. But my only problem is, the DNA. It's not like Gallagher has to start all the time for me. No, that's not what I'm saying. I want to keep him in the football club, even if he's not a starter. He can learn and develop and become a Chelsea player in the future. I want him to keep him, be a squad player, not to sell him, because I don't want to bite my fingers in the next 2 seasons that this is the guy we sold to this football club. This is the guy that was coming from Chelsea Academy. And also my sources are telling me that don't be surprised when you see the return of McGay from Crystal Palace. Don't be surprised, because the club are willing to bring that player back to the football club. So don't be surprised when you see the informed McGay, who's playing very well for the Three Lions, returning back to Chelsea Football Club. It's a selling on. I think the sell-on clause is still there, and Chelsea can trigger it.
We have a sell-on clause, yeah. I don't know if we have a buyback, but I know we got a sell-on. So
Hakeem.
basically, if we have a sell-on, we pay and then we get some of the money off, essentially.
Yeah. Sorry, Makeem, I didn't see you were down there. I don't know how long you've been there. Have you been there for that long?
No. I was just here. Just got here a couple seconds ago.
Yeah. I have the screen a little bit smaller on my reading screen, so when people come in, sometimes I can't see it. So yeah. Welcome back to the channel again. I know something that's really touched your heart and you want to let it out. So, Makeem, let it out. Let it out. What brought you here?
You see, the Gallagher conversation is it's a divisive one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Because if you look at it, yeah, it's a lot of pressure on the player. Most Chelsea fans like Gallagher. They don't want to see him underperform. But when they're sticking him there, yeah, and he's playing the most games, and the team, because the position where he plays is so crucial, yeah, the team standards is basically up to his standards, and this is why we are where we are. Some fans are rejecting that. Now, this main thing here about boasting about Gallagher and bigging him up bigger than what he is, it makes other people upset, because it's like, he's good, the numbers are good, but then what's the impact on the pitch like? You can't have a player that's just good on numbers. Gallagher is a good player, but he's not Chelsea standard. If he goes to Tottenham, it will be good for him to start fresh. And I want to see him be challenging, being challenging teams. I don't want to see him at the bottom or go abroad or something like that. I want to see him do good. So I understand why some people are mad and why some people want to see him gone. He's nowhere near Mount. Mount was a beast. 2021 Mount is unmatched. There's levels. You can't do this. So Gallagher, if he goes, it'll be pure profit for us. It's a good thing for him to go. We got rid of Lewis Hall already. We got rid of Mount, and look at what they're doing at the other clubs. They're our rivals. So why not him?
why not him? Let him go. We want to see him challenge Chelsea Football Club, or challenge, be on top and challenge other teams. That's what McKim is saying. Let him go. But yeah, it's a divided. He divides. He brings so much division in the fan base, and I do understand that. McKim, whilst we're here, we've discussed other topics. Jean-Claude Todibo is another player heavily linked with Chelsea, but my sources are telling me that Chelsea hasn't made any strong move on that player. That's a player that we're thinking he might come in and replace Thiago Silva. Would you want to see Thiago Silva extending his contract one more year at Chelsea Football Club?
No, no, no. Thiago Silva needs to go. Like now we're dragging his legacy down by performing bad around him. You know,
Yeah.
a good sending off would be good, but adding an extra. What happened to the Sassy and Badia show? I thought that was working out. We have Wesley Fofana there. Now this guy it's a lot. Mark Gay, like it's why are we buying defenders? Why are we buying extra players when other players haven't had a turn to play yet at their rightful positions? And that goes for Colwill, Matson, whatever's going on over there.
For the
Right.
record, not every player we're linked with we're going to sign. In the summer, we were linked
Absolutely.
with something stupid like 120 odd players.
Absolutely. Not every player that Chelsea is going to sign. Weak Source again, bringing in more comment. Thank you very much, Weak Source. Weak Source said Gallagher is an 8 playing at 10. Also, his stats are misleading because there are no players who plays like him that far up, which is our problem as well. You wouldn't play Rodri at 10, would you? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't play Rodri at 10. Musa Mohammed, thank you very much for joining our platform. And if your first time joining us here, don't forget to subscribe and keep your bell notification icon active. We are always here streaming live every day, discussing Chelsea Football Club rumors and players that are moving to the club, and also games. Each and every game that is being played, we always review and preview the games on our platform. So if you want to be part of these community, you're always welcome, and your opinion are always respected and allowed on our platform. We don't discriminate on our platform. Everyone has opportunity to have a say. So thank you very much, Musa, for joining our platform here. We guys, do not forget to subscribe and like the video. Stephen, McKim, and I, we are discussing Lautaro Martinez, McKim. Lautaro Martinez also back in the list again. Victor Osimhen, but it is two ways over here. Mauricio Pochettino will fancy Lautaro Martinez. He's been watching him. He's very, very interested in that player also. But then Todd Bowley, Ekbali, those two guys, the club also want to bring in Victor Osimhen, but Mauricio Pochettino will not rule out the interest of signing Victor Osimhen. What's your thoughts on this? The club and the manager. Who should we listen to?
My thoughts here, to be honest, yeah, I don't think Victor, because I don't want our Prince to go through what the number 9 striker roles are going through. I don't want to see him complain. I don't want to see him uncomfortable. If we don't fix this midfield issue, yeah, and we don't get players that deliver,
yeah,
we are going to overwork him, and he's going to have to be exactly like Jackson. And I don't think he's that kind of player. He can do it, but not on the level that Jackson does. And it's going to cause a rift. And I don't know how he's going to fit in. But I'd love for him to come. I love the player. But with the way the team is set up, look, Broja's having a bad time, but he's a very good player. Very physical, driven. If he had the right direction or he had the rules in here for him to score, then you will see what these strikers are capable of. So until we fix that problem, yeah, Martinez off the ball, his movement is good. But when he's on the ball outside of the box, yeah, I can't really trust him.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know what's the priority with that, but we need a system. Our problem is a coaching system.
Absolutely, it's more understandable. Stephen, we've discussed. Do you have anything you want to add to any of these topics, or do we have to move on from there? Because everything that Makim is saying, we've already discussed that before. I mean, before Makim joined, but I'm just trying to say it out so I know what his thoughts are.
I don't think the midfield's a big issue. Like, genuinely, I don't, because when we've got everyone fit in terms of our midfield, so when we know what's going on with Lavi, we still haven't heard another update on that yet. So hopefully there's nothing there. Hopefully everything's good. But when you've got Lavia, Enzo, Caicedo, all them lot of it, we could find a better balance in midfield, and then we can be more effective. We're creating the chances.
So
We've, I think, created the second most, but we don't finish. That's the issue. We don't finish our chances. It's been the issue for 3 years now.
One question. So you trust, Enzo, because they're saying now that Enzo's going to be getting majority of minutes along with Caicedo and Lavia. So you're telling me you trust Enzo more than Gallagher?
Because nobody controls
out
that
there.
other than the manager.
No, but it's on previous reports. It's been out there that Enzo, Caicedo, and Lavia are going to be getting majority games, which is why they considered to sell Gallagher. I think like 2 weeks ago. So I don't know. Like you trust Enzo more than Gallagher? Like that's a mad thing.
Gallagher's better than Enzo. I don't trust though, because there's people
you can go on Sky Sports.
These lot have got to get the most minutes. Yeah, what do they know? It's up to the manager. If saying I don't know where these people are reporting from or anything. Yeah, but to say
Sky Sports,
player 1, 2, or 3 are going to get the most minutes, it's kind of mad because let's be honest, nobody knows that. Poch probably don't even know that because he ain't had them fit. He had Lavia for what? 30 minutes and then he picked up a knock.
Yeah.
So he himself probably don't even know that. So how someone's gone out and reported that, I have no clue. That's why
I don't know. All I'm saying is if it's on Sky Sports, all I'm saying it's in the air because it's on Sky Sports and it's like raw. If it's in the air, then it's a thing where like, does that mean someone out there that means something trusts Enzo more than Gallagher to be started? And that's a bit of a madness.
To be fair, the only time Sky are really reliable is on deadline day. Outside of that, they're very, very hit or miss.
Weak sauce. I know you have a lot in your mind you want to say. The link is right there. You can click on the weak sauce. You're part of this platform, and the channel is open up for all these viewers and listeners of the show. So if you have a minute, you can come and jump on for a little bit and then spit some out. Weak sauce said the Chelsea is a very, very bad. It's very bad. That's why Fofana is under 23, and yet he's missed like 20 games so far in his career. Need a new center back, so he said he need a new center back. Musa Mohammed says, we shouldn't sell Gallagher. We haven't sold Gallagher yet, but he's saying that we shouldn't sell Gallagher. Musa also said that. Okay, all right, Musa, thank you very much for subscribing to Blueclouds Media YouTube channel. All these owners are doing is just a business, and they're all looking for profit coming from Musa.
The owners aren't doing these deals. Let's please clarify this. We have sporting directors, and the sporting directors are the people doing the deals. One of the owners may be involved, and if they are, it's got to be Bedad Egbali. He's one of the Clear Lake guys. Clear Lake are the majority owners of our club. That's Bedad Egbali, and I think the other one's Jose Feliciano, right? Yeah. They're the two main owners of the club. People say Bowley this, Bowley that, because he was the face of the ownership group and he was sporting director for 6 months. He ain't been involved in deals since January last year, so 12 months ago. But he still gets the blame. He's not been involved. If any of the owners have been involved, it's been Egbali, but the majority of the deals are done by the sporting directors, not the ownership. The owners have only jumped in when it was absolutely necessary, to get the Enzo deal done and to get the Caicedo deal done. That's the only time they've actually properly jumped in.
Thank you very much. Also, that's cleared over there to my brother Musa. You've heard that clear. Stephen is trying to explain who are making the deals, but I'm sure they still have a little bit of a say in the who.
No, they'll
who
have a say, but they're not the
differently.
ones doing the deals, and the sporting directors are no more. So the whole thing is that, remember what I keep saying about when they became owners,
Yeah.
Bowley said, you get the best people. Okay, we don't have that in sporting director role. In terms of identifying talent, they can do that. I can't doubt them on identifying talent. You look at some of the people we've got, I can't doubt them on that. Obviously, every club, no matter how good your scouting is, certain players are going to be misses. That's going to happen regardless. But on identifying talent, for the most part, very good. But they can't negotiate. That's the issue. So some deals, in my opinion, we've overpaid for, where if we had a proper person who could negotiate.
Which one do you think we overpaid for? Is Enzo deal part of it?
Partially, yeah, because if we got Enzo deal done, Caicedo done quicker than what we got him done, we would have got him cheaper. If we got Caicedo done in June or July, instead of waiting until August, when Liverpool came in, when Arsenal tried to come in as well, we get them cheaper. 100% we do. Because all the talk around them was, they could get a deal for 80 million. And then our directors were playing silly games offering like 60 million. You don't do that. You're told 80 million. Maybe you slap down 65 plus add-ons, but it was like 60 million total. Okay, rejected. You don't then offer like 5 million more, which is, I'm pretty sure, what they did, if I'm not mistaken and I remember rightly. Like, if you have an actual person who can negotiate, deals get done quicker. They get done for better prices for the club. Yeah.
Yeah.
And therefore, players have more time to come in, especially in the summer, because you've got preseason. Players can come in, be ready from the earliest point possible, and you're not started the season without them. Which is part of the reason I think Caicedo struggled. Like, you got to think, he didn't have a preseason with Brighton or with us.
Yeah, he didn't. During preseason, he was still
that'd be
Brighton.
part of the reason he
struggled. And he wasn't even playing football during preseason. He wasn't playing football.
I think he might have got a handful of minutes at best, but he was basically non-existent in preseason.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Makim. Also, Wicksock said that you can say Gallagher is better than Enzo Fernandez if he plays differently. We need a midfielder creator. That's Enzo Fernandez. All right, that's coming from Makim. We'll come back to Makim. Maybe we'll come back to Wicksock. Maybe Makim has any reaction on Wicksock's comment or Steven. But we're gonna move on from there. The next topic we will be talking about. Who else but Hakim Ziyech? Another problem we have, Hakim Ziyech. Guys, stick around. We'll be back in a second. Welcome back again, beautiful people, to Football Minutes Live, brought to you by Blueclouds Media. The next topic on the show is Galatasaray could terminate Hakim Ziyech's loan from Chelsea after just 5 months, after the winger has a difficult spell at the Turkish Super League. He's featured 14 games in all competition, with 2 more goals coming in the UEFA Champions League, but has been massive and not be able to perform as expected from Hakim Ziyech. Where's the future lies for Hakim Ziyech? Is it getting back? Is it coming back to Chelsea in the January transfer window? What, Steven? You have you have something to say about Hakim Ziyech situation. Can Galatasaray cancel his contract?
Oh, you know, I have quite a bit to say on this whole situation. You know where I stand on Ziyech anyway.
Yeah.
Simply put, I'll try and keep it short and sweet. If I'm not mistaken, everyone that's a top journalist reported it as a loan with an obligation. Therefore, if I am not mistaken, if they genuinely do, and we are to believe reports, if we're to believe the reports and they genuinely do want to terminate his loan, due to the fact there's an obligation there, I believe they would actually have to pay us to terminate it. So, heck, if you got an obligation and you want to cancel it and give us some money, please feel free. We'll just get another loan for him, and then he won't be at the club. Fine by me. That's the simple version.
That's crazy,
Otherwise,
man.
it's turned into
That's
a whole.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like you gotta be next. You gotta be like next level scumbag for like people who want to terminate your deal like that. That's a lot of money, you know.
Yeah, apparently there was an obligation, which is why I think if there is, they have to actually pay us to terminate it.
So they have to pay Chelsea.
I wonder what he did.
His
That's crazy.
contract.
I think it was underperforming from what I saw, like significantly, I think was what I saw. Like,
yeah.
But at the end of the day, if those reports are to be believed, pay up and we'll get another loan and we'll get more money for him. Fine by me.
All right. So Lord Vipanation said at the same time we bought Casado very late, which is ridiculous crap. Stanley can't even do Raheem Stanley can't even do his job right. Musa said, "Why buy bunch?"
You can't say that. You can't say that. He got rid of the good. He got rid of the right players too, like those guys
To be fair,
around that time.
I think it was short on outgoings to begin with, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a lot of outgoings.
And then
we also
Stanley was dealing with the majority of the incomings.
Koulibaly wasn't good enough. We gave him so much time and that experience that Koulibaly has. And look at the age. He doesn't fit the profile. So I think the owners have done good and bad, and you don't expect every owner to be perfect. Just like what is it? What's Wayne Rooney's team again? I forgot the name of the team.
Birmingham City.
Birmingham City. The owners, they were just making American owners feel very bad because it's American owners, and they brought in Wayne Rooney for his name, but not his ability, what he can do. That is why look at where Birmingham City are. They were way better before we're up on the table before Wayne Rooney took over. They can't even win games. So that is Lord Vipanation. Thank you very much, Lord, for your wonderful comments over here. Musa said, why buy a bunch of players and Kate when the club hasn't made the foundation for these kids to develop? I know Ryan and Steven may have any reaction on some of these comments. So once I'm done reading, you guys can jump in. Musa, okay, Lord of Nation replied to Musa. He says, Musa Mohammed, they believe it will be good long term as they have potential. Apparently, okay, they have potential. Apparently,
I mean, we've already seen that Kendry looks good. Kendry has looks good. Multiple of these deals, let's be honest, multiple of these deals, they're for people who are like 16, 17, so they're not coming in for 1 to some cases potentially even 3 years from when we sign them. So by the time they get here, we'll have more experience and stuff like that. The team will basically be almost there. And then you can loan them out for a couple of seasons on top of that. And by the time they come back, you're talking, in some cases, 5 years from where we actually agreed to deal for them. 3, 4, 5 years, depending like how we go about it, roughly that sort of timeline. So at that point, there will be foundations there. You will have a squad that, because of the way the plan is, will have been together for a couple years. So then you've got the foundation there. So by the time they come in, it will be.
Yeah, but you got big name players there at the same time that are taking up all the space. We don't see the foundation being built.
Yeah.
No, but this is what I'm saying. By the time those players come, because of their ages, they can't join us yet because you can't come over from like South America till you're 18 or Africa until you're 18, I believe. By the time they come over, they have a couple of loans to get used to Europe and that. Those players that are here now, Enzo's what, 23, 24? So by then he's like 27, 28.
Yeah.
That sort of age, right? So it's not going to look the same as it is now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you say that, yeah, but then it's like,
okay, I stand corrected.
we are
Enzo's 22.
looking. Yeah, exactly. He's young. We're getting these super youngsters, yeah, but then we're getting young, well-known talent at the same time that are close to being world class.
That's right.
And it's like the two are clashing because the big names are not performing to the standard and they're not getting challenged. So we see Angelo Gabriel over there doing what he's doing, but is he ever going to get a chance in a Chelsea kid to do that? Even if they do what they need to do over there.
It's
it ain't Roman
So it
times,
looks-
so
it-
they're not
it
going to
looks-
get one loan and get sold.
Go ahead,
It looks
Martin.
It looks very messy. It looks very messy. It doesn't look structured. We don't see what the coach is doing. We still feel like this is Potter still there. So all of this ethos and philosophy, it needs to come into play at some point because everybody's catching up. Everybody's playing differently. Like our style of play, we're not playing differently.
Let me throw this out there whilst we're live, so those that are watching will know. That guys, don't be surprised. Chelsea hasn't slept. Chelsea's not sleeping. Chelsea still will go back for Olise. According to my source is telling me that Chelsea there was like a gentleman agreement between Crystal Palace and Chelsea when they were trying to get Olise out of Crystal Palace. It looks like they were trying to save their season. They were trying to have enough players to be able to go through the 2023-2024 season. So there was a gentleman agreement with Crystal Palace and Chelsea for Olise to stay. So when the Olise rumors, don't sleep on it, it's going to come up again somewhere around maybe in the summer that Chelsea will be going back for Olise again. So if you're hearing this is the first time you're hearing this, keep it in the back of your head. Chelsea will be going back for Olise in the summer, bring him to the football club.
Also, just quick to add into this, I'm not sure if you saw the quotes on what's now called X, but Ben Jacobs, he's essentially said from what he's hearing from even like rivals think like they're surprised by our position in the table and stuff, but they can see it's going to start to work essentially. I'm trying to find the exact quote now. Shouldn't take me too long. A couple of seconds.
Okay. All right. So whilst Steven is searching for that, I'll give you a little update on this player. This is another young player that Mauricio Pochettino have sent scouts out there to look at him. Another player plays very, very well. I think he plays for what's his name again? Let me see if I can get his name. I think he plays for Girona, a striker, very, very strong and difficult player to play with. If you're a defender, you don't want to play against this player. His name is I think Atim Dovbeek or whatever his name. I haven't heard a name being said before, so it's very difficult for me to say his name. But yeah, Mauricio Pochettino sends people to go and watch him, and don't be surprised seeing these guys also being linked with the football club. Another striker. If the Osimhen deal doesn't go through, Chelsea will be turning their eyes on this guy from the Italian league. So another news out there that I would like to share with you guys. I'm getting more information, and my source is very, very authentic. So clip this video today, and in the summer when the Ulysses things started happening, remember I've said it, and when you see Ulysses at Chelsea, then you got to take me more serious, more than you've ever
But I,
Done.
I'm confused about the Olise thing. Yeah, it's like, so what? Like, the Madueke disrespect has to stop at some point, man. Like, if Olise and Madueke, that Madueke is better, clearly.
Mhm.
Like, he's been to more teams, he's played striker once, he bangs goal for us. We relied on him last season,
Yeah.
and we were still at the same place. So I don't see why we're discarding Madueke so quickly.
Hmm.
I've heard somebody say, "Oh yeah, we should sell him because he now is the right time to sell him." I'm thinking, that's so you're gonna bring in another player because you don't get along with him or you don't like. It's crazy because they're not that far apart.
I don't know why I've been hearing some Chelsea fans trying to. They're in love with what's his name? This Nigerian striker. I think he plays for Norway, or I don't think he really plays for Nigeria. Either he's naturalized for Norway. He plays for the Xabi Alonso's team in the Bundesliga.
Gurusai.
What's the
Is
name
it
against?
him? Is
No,
it that Gurusai or whatever
The
his name is?
striker,
no. It's a striker. He's a Nigerian.
oh Boniface.
Boniface.
Oh,
Oh, Steven, is that
Boniface.
what you said? Is that what you said?
I thought you
Yeah,
was on about
yes,
another
yes,
Bundesliga
he
striker. I
has to
thought
be
you were on about
protected.
another.
Yeah, that guy is just
We have
raw.
to we
He's
have
not
to
a finished
protect
article.
Boniface at all costs. Protect that guy. I love that guy, man.
You do.
That's a good player.
Makim, he's a little bit raw. He's raw.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
he
a bit
is.
raw.
He's
If
still
you
raw.
want this guy to come to the Premier League, he's gonna be like what's his name? Darwin Nunez.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Not really because he headers a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, he does.
Like he's a good headerer. So he'll bang in some goals. He just needs to be in the team that delivers balls to the striker, that pertains to the striker.
All right. So Musa said there's no point buying Olise when we just bought Nuni Maduiki. It doesn't make sense at all. Again from Musa.
Yeah.
Then Lord said they still admire Olise. There is a reason why we wanted Olise at the first place. Absolutely, guys. I'm telling you this. Chelsea will be going back in the summer. There was a gentleman agreement between the two clubs that let us have Olise. We renew his contract, and you guys can come back in the summer and get him. By then, they could have had they would have their replacement for Olise. That is why
They also
it
have
went so
a
quiet.
supposed release clause as well, by the way.
Yeah. Because Chelsea could have got Olise, but then they let it go. They let it go and went for maybe Madueke, who Poch have worked with before in the past. So I think we've touched bases on everything here. Unless what is next having talk about? I know there's another link over there with Federico Chiesa. Chiesa, I wouldn't want to see him at Chelsea. Chiesa, there's a bidding war between clubs that are also interested in Chiesa. Manchester United, it's one of them. Chelsea also has been linked with Chelsea, but it doesn't mean Chelsea will go for him. He's also linked with Chelsea. Then who else is he linked with? I think Arsenal. Chiesa, sorry, Federico Chiesa is linked with this football club. So let me know. I mean, Steven, McCain, would you guys fancy Chiesa too at the football club? I've seen a lot
Nah,
of
Oh
Chiesa, and
please,
me,
no.
no.
Oh no. Oh no.
nah, man.
No way, man. Because we need to stop doing this thing where we love other players, yeah, that are doing good for other teams, yeah,
Mhm.
than our own players. Because when we get rid of our own players, there's some of them they do those things. So we need to cherish our own. If we get rid of Madueke, yeah, well, God, that's another Salah. If he goes around a team, yeah, that can be around like the things that makes him strong,
Yeah.
that that'll be a big regret. So we need to like our own. Like
Uh,
J. Cole says, love yours. We need to
Absolutely.
stop doing this.
Makim, do you know the guy on the screen? The guy on the right hand side, not Gary Cahill.
Aha,
Yeah,
you met him.
he
Oh
No,
yeah.
this guy's been linked to Chelsea. He's gonna play the fullback, right fullback.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah, that is me and Gary Kale, and that's in Matson. Matson at the back there. I did
that's nice.
yeah, that's
That's
Matson at
nice.
the back there. I did spoke to the two of them and Gabriel too, and then this guy what's his name? Diego Morero. I was able to have some few chat with him. So yeah, that is the right back link with Chelsea, the black guy over there. He's linked with Chelsea. He's very very good. He can run the channel.
That's
Don't worry.
Jeremy's cousin, isn't
Yeah, Jeremy Doku.
it?
Oh my goodness. No, I think Kudi's brother. Mohammed Kudi's brother. uh
Oh.
I'm not sure if you guys
So
saw
do you
the
remember we had?
go
Do you
ahead.
remember we had a right back, the Cameroonian right back, Jeremy. I don't know
Jeremy,
if you remember.
Jeremy in the top or whatever his name is. Jeremy, yeah, Cameroonian. Also, but yeah, very bulky guy, strong. He didn't play for
Bulky
Chelsea.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think he was getting close to his 30s when he came to Chelsea. He didn't last long at the football club. Yeah,
This
Jeremy.
guy, this guy was old when he was young.
Yeah, you know something with Africans, when they even at their prime, they still look younger. I've said this with Chelsea and Steven here on the platform before. That is why Africans have dominated a lot of the under 17 trophy and winning it. Africans have dominated it because of they cheat on the ages. And I'll tell you the truth, Ghana have done that. Yeah, Nigerian have done that a lot of time. When you see the players, you can tell this guy is about 25 years and he's playing under 17. Oh goodness, yeah. So now they brought him some kind of technology where you can be able to detect the player's bone marrow and bones and be able to tell this player is over 17 or is over 16. So that is why now some of the African countries are struggling trying to produce the right age to be able to compete.
Yeah.
It got to a time the UK, I mean England, were not participating because they can't make it. The 17 players, the under 17 players are too small. They're too small to participate in the under 17 World Cup. So for a while, I think England were not participate. They were not participating in that competition for a while until they started doing it. Since the African countries are now using the right age. All right, so guys, Rooney has been fired. Yeah, another news for us all to look into. Wayne Rooney, disappointing person. And look at him. Look at him. Makim, look at
That's it.
him over here. Look at him.
Yeah.
Is he sleeping?
Ah, that's sad, man. That's sad. And Nee, you mentioned about African football, yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on with Wilfried Zaha? There's some scandal about him that he's
Uh,
not gonna play in the AFCON or something like that. What's that all about? I don't know if you heard about it.
no, I haven't. But since you brought that up, I will. Steven is doing something. Steven, yeah, here's my AI on the platform. Steven, you got this, right?
What?
Steven is my AI. He was doing something. Did you get any info on
Now Stephen
Wilfried
is
Zaha?
sharp. I heard of that. Yeah.
What'd you say?
I thought you were searching it.
No.
Yeah, I heard the typing, so I thought maybe Steven.
Oh no,
Steven's-
I was typing something else.
Yeah, Steven is AI, Blueclouds Media AI. He will get information right now within.
What do you want me to check?
They said there's something going on, rumors surrounding what's his name again? Wilfried Zaha, because he's an Ivorian. He plays for the Ivorian national team. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and they're hosting it as well. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh, DJ
They left him
Sav
out
in
the
the
squad.
building. Yeah, hold on, Steven. DJ Sav in the building says Happy New Year, Nee, and the panel and everyone in the chat. Hope everyone had a nice Christmas with their loved ones and family. Absolutely, DJ Sav. It's been a while. Happy New Year to you yourself, and I hope you're doing very, very well, DJ Sav, and the family is blessed. DJ, I'm here all the time, DJ. So, Steven, what did you find on Wilfried Zaha?
They left him out the squad. I don't know if there's an exact reason for it.
There should be a reason. I have to find out. My
He's only played 2 friendlies
is
for
weird,
Ivory
bro.
Coast this year, missing their Cup of Nations qualifiers and last month first round of World Cup qualifying. But I can't find an actual reason for it.
Musa, this is a very, very big question from you. He says, who do you start, Olise or Palmer? For now, it's very, very
He was
easy.
by the way, just quick, he was in the 53 player provisional,
Okay.
but he didn't make the final 27.
Is it because he's not playing well? Because you have, Makim, you have to know, Ivorians have a lot of talent. Ivory Coast, Cameroon,
They
Senegal.
do, but I can't think of anyone else that are wingers that have that stature, you know?
Yeah.
I can't think any other attacker that, you see what I'm saying? Even the other one, Indigra, like, this is a new age. The Drogbas and all of that, they're all retired now.
Okay.
These new young boys, we don't really know who they are, but we know Wilfred.
Absolutely. Winfrey Zara has a lot of vast experience that he can help the Ivorian national team. But guys, this is where we draw the curtains for the day. I think we got some more coming to DJ Sab said. So guys, who are we signing this January? Do you think this January, do you think who is leaving? As of now, we've talked about Ian Matson. Matson will be leaving to Dortmund. Have so many reports, and it looks like he's the guy who will be leaving. And we know that Trevor Chalobah also will be leaving in the January. I don't know if it's going to be January or summer because he's not fully fit. He hasn't played lots of games, and to sell a player, he has to get game time. I got to learn that from the documentary from Burnley when they're trying to qualify to the Premier League. What Vincent Company had with the Burnley owner, I got to learn that from that. He told Vincent Company the players that he wants to sell, he has to make sure he gives them game time to be able to sell them to get more value for the football club. So that's what the owners do. If you want to sell a player, you have to give him game time to be able to get good money for him to sell him. So I don't think that with that I don't think Chalobah will be leaving in January, maybe in the summer. I've heard that we are looking to sign Sesko on loan. Any rumors on that? Yeah, Steven, you've heard that?
Not seen anything on that now.
Yeah, I haven't seen that name
not seen it
from the big journalists or big guys out there. But you know, this is a window where Chelsea have been linked with 120 players one season.
No,
So,
that was in the summer. It was
in the
120 odd in the summer, if not more than that.
I won't be surprised if another player has been linked with Chelsea, DJ. So DJ, we'll be back again. DJ, if you are free tomorrow, catch me up same time. I'll be streaming. I always stream 5 p.m. UK time and 12 p.m. my time here in Michigan. And you know what? Michigan football is back again. The Wolverines, the college football has made it to the finals, and also the NFL. The Detroit Lions were robbed daylight, but they're still not out, still in on the playoff, trying to make Super Bowl. Can they do it? Time will tell. This is football for you, American football for you, and I love it. Guys, thank you very, very much, and each and every one of you, if you haven't dropped a like on the video, do it to help your brother. Drop a like and also share the video for us if you have a chance to do that. I'll love it. We'll see you guys again same time tomorrow. Leo Desperando and Stephen G.
Hang on to hope.
Absolutely. Do not worry too much about tomorrow. Worry about now. Tomorrow has taken care of itself. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but we'll see you guys again. Bye for now. Makim, thank you very much for joining the show. Yeah. DJ Sap said, okay, peace, everyone. DJ Sap will be. I'll catch you again. I'll catch us tomorrow, or join the show tomorrow. Whatever. DJ, good night. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.